Hey guys, it's me again, and I had possibly one of the weirdest days. It was just so out of, so not normal in comparison to normal, I guess. I had my A2 French today. That was interesting. I don't really know how it went. Yesterday, I felt really good after it. It felt like it went really well. Not sure if I got a better grade than last year, because I already got an A, but it was just an A. So I'm not sure about yesterday, but today, oh my goodness, we've done, I think, like 2 or 3 mocks for it, and every time it's gone pretty well. Like, I've got either an A or close to an A. And we do our debate, and my debate is the legalisation of marijuana, which I now never have to do again, which is excellent. But yeah, that went okay. My introduction was fine, she seemed to like that. And then yeah, the debate was okay. I didn't get in like half of the points that I had, especially some of my best ones, like the medicinal use. I feel like that's my best point, and I find it really difficult to get it in. So that was a bit annoying. Then, oh yeah, then we went on to the next questions. And normally we just talk about like stuff that we like talk about in class quite regularly, like pressure on young people, like the work, the future, sometimes the environment, just like what I would call like quite easy things to talk about, like stuff that probably I'd talk about with my friends, or like some stuff that comes up in conversation quite a lot for me normally. But today I just was not prepared for what took place, basically. So she was like, okay, I'm gonna ask you some questions related to your topic, and I was just like, okay, because it's pretty broad, like you can talk about a lot of things related, which could be related to it. And her first question, bearing in mind we normally talk about like things that we talk about normally, like in a normal conversation, her first question was, what do you think of the EU? So I've gone, okay, I did not know what to say. Fortunately, I do geography, and I'm planning to do it at university, so I feel like my geographical knowledge was a lot more helpful than my French knowledge at this point. So at this point, my brain has just gone into automatic French mode, so anything that came out was really basic French. Like, I didn't get any decent structures in after my debate whatsoever, just because I was so shocked at what she was asking me. So I said, I can't really remember exactly what I said, but I was like, I think it's good. She asked me something more specifically about like the laws. She was like, should all the countries have the same, or something like that, because I was talking about the legalisation of marijuana. And then so I was like, yeah, I think it makes sense that all the countries in the EU would have the same laws, but also like every country's different, has its different problems and stuff like that. And like I was just thinking, this is a really hard question, maybe the next ones will be easier. And her next one was then, what do you think of the free movement of labour within the EU? So like people who move from one country to another to find jobs. And then she was like, something like, what are the benefits? Like, is there tension? Why do English people not like this? And I was like, well, obviously they're having jobs in England, so jobs for English people might be reduced. That's pretty much all I got to say. And then she said something else. What did she say? I don't know. But then she was like, have you ever considered like working abroad in the future? And I was like, I have considered it. And then I started talking about like, I like natural hazards, I'm interested in them, I'd love to like study them, and Japan is one of the best places to, you know, do research and study them. And then I even mentioned that I had family out there. So I thought I was like moving the conversation along, because they always say it's good to like take initiative and take the conversation where you want it to go, because it shows that you can, you know, you can lead a conversation as well as follow one. So I'm trying my best. Like, literally, these questions are so like shocking to me compared to what we normally did. So I'm talking about Japan at this point, and I was like, okay, maybe she'll like pick up on this, and she didn't. The next question was, what do you think of nuclear energy? And fortunately, we've just done this in French, so I knew something, and we've done it in physics as well, so I got to say like a little bit. And I was like, it's an efficient source of energy, and we need some because we're running out of oil and stuff like that. But it has a lot of risks and stuff, and then I mentioned Japan again. I managed to get Japan in again because of like the earthquake and the Fukushima plants and how they've closed all the stations down and stuff. So I was like, okay, maybe this time we'll talk about Japan. But no, she then went, it was nuclear energy, and then what? Oh my god, have I missed one out? I think there was one one more. I can't actually remember. I've recited it so many times, like what questions I got, and no, I've forgotten it. But then the last one, she was like, "Oh yeah, is tourism good for less developed countries?" And I had absolutely, like, even in geography, we've not really done much on tourism, and I was just like, I literally haven't a clue. I was just like, yeah, it's good because it brings in a lot of money to the country and stuff like that. And I was like, oh yeah, there's a lot of interesting things to see in a lot of countries which just happen to be underdeveloped. So she stopped the tape, and I was just like, oh my god. And I came out and I felt alright. I didn't know how it was gone. I thought the questions were dire, but I didn't feel too bad about it. And then I went and spoke to everyone else in my class. There's 5 of us, and it turns out like everyone had pretty difficult questions, like terrorism and like the Conservatives, are they a good thing? What else? Oh yeah, should we be in Afghanistan? Like, should we be fighting Afghanistan? And I was like, okay, at least it wasn't just me who got difficult questions, but we were all so shocked. And then everyone was sort of like freaking out a little bit, and it all brought me down. Like, I was fine, and I went and talked to everyone, and now, I don't know, but I've sort of moved on from that. So that was that exam. I'd never have to speak French again, really. I probably will. I'll probably go to like French society just so I don't lose like whatever ability I have. But yeah, that's over, and I'm so glad it is, because it was not great whatsoever. But yeah, I don't feel too bad about it at the moment. I just want to move on and forget about it. So yeah, but yeah, today after school we had a band rehearsal, and I haven't mentioned it on here, but I joined a band a couple of weeks ago, which is quite exciting. They're really good, actually. I was really impressed. I first played with them. Oh, yeah, I'll do a bit of self-promotion. They're called Skyline. We are called Skyline. We are we do some originals, and we do some covers as well of like decent songs. We only do decent songs, obviously. So yeah, we're relatively new. The first time I played with them was for Yael, our drummer's like EPQ, because we did like EPQ this year. I think it was for EPQ at least, but I recorded one song with them, and I was so impressed because like Cherie, who sings, I'd never heard her sing before, and she has such a stunning voice, and I was really impressed with her. And Natalia, also, who used to be in Skyline as well, she was awesome as well. So I was so impressed, and the originals as well. Like, I didn't realise that, like, just how good they were. So anyway, I did some recording for them in December, and then I did a show in Kingston a few weeks ago, which I can't remember if I've mentioned or not, but that went well, and I had a really good time doing it. And then it was either the day after or a few days later that Yael asked me to join as lead guitarist, so I was totally honoured, and I had such a good time doing the show that I was just like, yes, obviously, I'm going to say yes. So yeah, we had our first rehearsal, all 5 of us together. So that was me, Yael, Francis, Chidge and Cherie, all of us. We needed to get 2 videos done, and that didn't work. Basically, we got some stuff coming up, and we need like some, I don't know if you can call it promotional stuff. We just needed some like pictures and like a couple of videos. We only managed to get 1 video done. We were very pushed for time. And then we went for a photo shoot type thing, which ended up not lasting very long because we were late, and it was just very stressful. This band currently is not the most organised, but it is a lot of fun nonetheless, and I still enjoy it. I think it's worth the stress. So yeah, we did that, which is why I'm wearing a bit more makeup than I normally would be on at 7:05 on a Friday night, and I'm so knackered, literally. I'm so drained mentally and physically this week. This week has gone so quickly, but I'm so tired. It's untrue. So I'm going to stop babbling now, because I have babbled for over 10 minutes, and you don't want to listen to me talk for that long. So I'm going to go and make a cake for Chris's birthday. I did some cookies last night, and they are good. I had one. They are really nice. And then I have a cake to make tonight. It'll be delicious, and I'm sure a picture of it will end up on one of my sites, if not more. So I'm going to go. But thanks for watching if you've made it thus far. Oh yeah, next exam video won't be up for ages because I haven't got one until May the 25th, but I'll probably do another vlog before then. And thank you for watching. I shall have another video up soon. Bye.